Tonight on News 5 Live, a daring rescue at sea. The dramatic video of a woman and man saved by a joint patrol team. How they survived hours alone out at sea. News 5 sits down with the U.S. State Department's Deputy Assistant Secretary for Western Hemisphere Affairs, Eric Jacobstein, for an exclusive interview. His views on the Belize-Guatemala dispute and migration. And a loans officer is ordered to pay $5,000 for killing a man. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
There's no need to travel far when there's so much beauty here in Belize. Moyuna Resorts invite you to plan a staycation with a special discount at Sweet Sounds Jungle Lodge, the Watermark Belize Hotel, and Hopkins Bay Resort. Escape to paradise with 15% off local rates for multi-bed or multi-bedroom units through August 31st. Enjoy the mountains of San Ignacio, island life on Umbergrisky, or the calm coast of Hopkins. Give us a WhatsApp text at 671-4977 to book your stay. That's 671-4977 for this exclusive Belizean offer.
Snackers chips are more than just a snack. They're a proud product of Belize. Sourced from corn grown in Cayo's lush valleys, then crafted with care and packaged to perfection by Belizeans. When you choose Snackers, you're choosing the taste of home and flavors you'll love. Snackers, done right, done here.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to smart code 5885. Here are this week's contestants.
Y sufrí hasta el fin, no te quiero ver. Amor prohibido murmuran por las calles, porque somos de distintas sociedades.
Perdón si no te supe amar, yo sé que merecías más.
Amor eterno
E inolvidable.
voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la.
Vete, no puedo cambiar. Vete, vete.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 for KTV The Remix Season 6. Live only on 5.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Thursday, July 25th. I am Sabrina Daly. An ordinary evening on Ambergris Key turned into a harrowing ordeal when a man and a woman set off on a jet ski from Secret Beach. A large wave capsized the jet ski, leaving them stranded in open waters as night fell. The situation quickly worsened as strong currents separated them, forcing each to fend for themselves in the dark. The woman swam for hours, eventually finding a shallow area to stand. Meanwhile, the man drifted further into open waters. Fortunately, help arrived. News 5's Paul Lopez reports.
Two Ambergris Key residents faced a great deal of misfortune on Wednesday evening out at sea when a large wave capsized their jet ski. Rolando U and Lenny Elias left Secret Beach on a jet ski at around 4:30 p.m. Dramatic video footage of the moment U was rescued by a joint patrol team almost 6 hours after they left the shore has surfaced on social media. Lieutenant Mark Chuck and the Joint Patrol team deployed from the San Pedro Coast Guard base after receiving a distress call.
Around 2200 hours or 10 p.m. yesterday, Wednesday, 24th of July, the Belize Coast Guard Operations Center received a report of a possible distress situation in Secret Beach area of San Pedro. The information received was that a male person, Mr. Rolando U, who is a manager of Secret Beach Water Park, along with a female companion, Miss Len Elias. Apparently, they parted from Secret Beach area on a jet ski at around 16:30 or 4:30 p.m. and headed northwest from the area.
The Coast Guard launched a search and rescue operation at around 10 p.m. That is 5 hours after the individuals left Secret Beach on the jet ski. And according to Lieutenant Chuck, that was when they received the distress call.
Moments after the search was launched, it was reported that around 10:20 p.m. that the female Miss Len Elias was located.
A group of San Pedro residents had launched their own search and rescue efforts. They rescued Elias near Prince Island, 4 nautical miles north of Secret Beach. She was able to find shallow waters where she waited for help.
Reports was that she was heard screaming by a search team, and she was found wearing a life jacket. Apparently, she was been swimming for the past 3 hours until she reached to a shallow area where she was able to stand.
Search efforts to locate U continued. He was not found until 11:30 p.m., 1 hour later. The Joint Patrol team found him drifting in open waters about 3 nautical miles north of Secret Beach.
Mr. O was found in the water floating and drifting. So he was quickly recovered from the water and secured on board a vessel and was transported to Safe Harbor, where he received some medical evaluation. Based on the medical evaluation, both individuals were found in good health. The effect of the elements has not yet had a major impact on them. This was due to a quick and effective response of the search and rescue team.
According to the locations where both individuals were rescued, they drifted far apart and spent a great deal of time alone hoping to be rescued. Unlike Elias, who did not have a life jacket, which means that he had no aid to assist in keeping him afloat. There are no official details on the amount of time that elapsed between the jet ski capsizing and when both individuals were rescued.
Based on the information received, it was reported that both individuals were on the jet ski. However, there was a large wave came and knocked them off the jet ski, losing control and lost control of the jet ski.
How lucky are they today to be alive, having been in the water for so long?
I'll be very honest, survival at sea is a difficult task to achieve. After several hours in water, they could have been severely dehydrated and eventually reached to a point of severe hypothermia and it leads to death. Again, we're thankful for the quick response of the search team. They were able to be located quick, and any prolonged search efforts after that would have been more likely resulted into something severe or even loss of life. Our main priority during search and rescue operation is to quickly locate the individual. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. It's a very difficult task, but collaborating with different agencies in the area makes our operation a lot more easier, like we did last night with the police.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
The mass migration of Central American nationals northward over the past several years has increased and taken on new innovative methods. We've heard of the practice that migrants purchase two-way plane tickets to Belize, but upon arrival, they simply move to other countries in their attempt to reach the U.S. Some CARICOM nationals even use the privilege of free movement to travel to Belize, which makes it easier for them to reach the U.S. through Central America. Today, News 5's Marian Ali sat down with the U.S. State Department's Deputy Assistant Secretary for Western Hemisphere Affairs, Eric Jacobstein, who said that Belize has been making significant strides to tackle the issue.
We're grateful for Belize's leadership on migration management in the region. Under the Los Angeles Declaration for Migration Protection, what we have right now is a really regional approach to migration. And Belize has stepped up as a key leader on this. In Washington in June of 2023, Belize and the United States co-hosted the ministerial meeting of the Los Angeles Declaration at the World Bank, which Secretary Blinken and your former foreign minister co-led. We recently had a meeting in Guatemala City on the Los Angeles Declaration, at which your foreign minister Fonseca was present. And so we're really grateful for Belize's leadership on a number of fronts, especially on lawful pathways, through the regularization process, through temporary work programs. Belize has really stepped up in the region. And our feeling is that the United States has expanded lawful pathways more than any administration decades. But our message is clear, that individuals should not take the dangerous journey north to the southwest border. And that's why we feel it's so critical to have lawful pathways, not just to the United States, but to countries throughout the region.
Two equally tough issues to deal with are those of human trafficking and sex trafficking. And the U.S. has also been attempting to manage those problems with the help of countries in the region where these offenses are prevalent. Jacob Stein agreed that these are areas where much work remains to be done, but assured that the U.S. continues to collaborate closely with the Belizean government to make positive strides to control them.
Just yesterday, I attended the CARSI ESF ceremony with Ambassador Kwan, in which new grants were provided to individuals, and I know that there's been really great work done in the past by organizations focused on human trafficking. So we'll continue to provide targeted assistance to deal with these issues and work to provide technical assistance as necessary to support the Belizean government, because we know that the will is there, and we'll look forward to finding ways to continue to collaborate in this space.
I think sex trafficking falls under human trafficking and all the challenges that pose in itself. We have our tourism destinations, and people tell us that tourists visiting Belize ask for certain things that add to these problems that we face, that we have currently. Is there anything that the U.S. is working on to assist Belize, specifically to address these kinds of problems that we face as it relates to sex trafficking?
This is horrendous, obviously. Efforts by these predators to prey on individuals is something that we condemn across the board, and something that we work closely with the government. I just met with the CEO of the ministry focused on human rights, and we talked about the trafficking issues, and we talked about what we do together, but what more we need to do together to collaborate in this space. So again, no specific announcements today, but we continue to do all we can to support the Belizean government in really dealing with this scourge, not only in Belize, but across the hemisphere.
We also asked Jacob Stein to weigh in on the Belize-Guatemala dispute. The differendum is 2 centuries old, and all other attempts, including the confidence-building measures in the early 2000s, amounted to naught in solving our dispute. The U.S. has maintained diplomatic ties with both our countries, and today Jacob Stein opined that it is important that Belize and Guatemala remain calm as we await a definitive ICJ ruling in the future.
We appreciate the fact that there continues to be a commitment to abide by the ruling of the ICJ. And so for us, while both countries await the ruling by the ICJ, calm is just essential. It's essential to ensure there are no tensions, ensure there continues to be dialogue between the countries, and we're heartened by the relationship between President Revelo, Prime Minister Briceño, and encourage a continued strong relationship between the countries, a continued easing of any tensions.
Loans officer Merna Rivera was today fined $5,000 for causing the death of 87-year-old Joseph Bevins Sr. Rivera was ordered to pay the deceased estate, or in this case, Bevins' stepson, John Flowers. The usual fine was waived. Rivera, who was charged with manslaughter by negligence, pleaded guilty to causing death by careless conduct. The 29-year-old Ladyville resident learned her fate after the case had been pending over 2 years. The fatal accident occurred on April 30th, 2022 at the corner of Central American Boulevard and Nargosta Street. Rivera was driving a white Marina Mercury SUV when she negligently caused the death of Bevins. Justice Derek Sylvester handed down the non-custodial sentence this morning in the presence of Rivera's attorney, Emerson Banner. Crown Counsel Glenfield Dennison represented the prosecution from the DPP's office. Coming up, more from our exclusive sit-down with U.S. State Department's Eric Jacob Stein and his views about the current state of emergency.
To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. This is the time for us to stay the course and fight for the people of Belize under the steadfast and courageous leadership of the United Democratic Party.
The Honorable Shine Barrow, who has taken the party at its helm and has held with regardless of all that has been thrown at the party and at him, has been able to take the party forward. We have a very well-groomed set of individuals who are ready to take the stand and be able to represent the people at the capacity that's needed.
What it really takes to to form government, we need to be able to deliver 16 seats, ensuring that we are getting things right, ensuring that those who are standard bearers are building a very authentic relationship and are consistent in meeting the needs of their constituents.
We want to bring drastic change for the betterment of health, education, social welfare, and so it's about putting the people first. It's not about me, it's not about the UDP, it's about the people.
About bringing down the oppressive cost of living, about restoring social assistance for the masses, about providing opportunity for all. To achieve this, the UDP must remain focused and united. Belize is always better with the United Democratic Party.
I am Ronald, lineman lead hand at BL. We are an essential service and we are doing everything we can to make sure that we keep the lights on for our customers.
I work outdoors and my job is to provide safe and reliable power.
Our teams continue to serve communities across Belize.
We told you we had a show for you. The biggest food and music festival returns on Sunday, July 28th with the first of its kind day party as the Belize Tourism Board, Barge Production, the Alaya Resort, Niche, eCash, the San Pedro Town Council, PAC, Border Management Agency, and Belize Ultra presents the Belize International Music and Food Festival 3.0, the ultimate day party. On day 2 of this mega festival, we give to you the Belize Latin Explosion Combo Group and our very own Punta Rock Legends Combo Group, taking us back with sounds like. We also feature Belizean soca greats like Echo Middleton and the soca Dandara, T.R. Shine. To help make this ultimate day party memorable, we invite Miss Rage herself, Faye-Ann Lyons, and the Viking of soca himself, Bungie Garland. Alongside the soca dance instructor, Curran DuBois. But wait, to top this momentous festival we have, for the very first time in Belize, Latin super sensation Prince Royce. Belize, July 28, 2024, San Pedro, Sacachispas Field. Come savor the rhythm. For info and tickets, check us out at bimff.bz or get tickets on the eCash app, powered by Belize Bank, or use the Quick Pass app, available at your Play Store on all Android and Apple devices. Doors open 2 p.m. for showtime at 3 p.m. Sunday, July 28, 2024, the Belize International Music and Food Festival 3.0. Come savor the rhythm. Sponsored by Belize Tourism Board, eCash, San Pedro Town Council, PAC, Niche, Belize Ultra, Border Management Agency, the Alaya Resort, Honorable Andrew Paris, Travelers, ICB, Digicel, Dolphin Production, Wine Smith, Angela's Press, Tropic Air, Modisco, Maya Island Air, Hits Media, Love FM, Channel 5, Courts, San Pedro Belize Express, Smart, and Channel 7.
Earlier, we heard from the U.S. State Department's Deputy Assistant Secretary for Western Hemisphere Affairs, Eric Jacobstein. While we engaged with him today on regional topics, we discussed the matter of Haitians who use Belize and Central America to get to the United States. He explained that there needs to be focus given to the challenges in that Caribbean country and that CARICOM and Belize play an important role in that process.
That's precisely why we believe we need to get at the root causes of the challenges in Haiti. And so we're grateful for the Kenyan government's leadership on the Haitian, on the multinational security support mission, and grateful also for the government of Belize's commitment in this space, and really look forward to working together. We think CARICOM has a key role to play, and Belize especially, and so this is one of the topics I discussed with Foreign Minister Fonseca yesterday, and we continue to be grateful for the collaboration with the Belizean government on Haiti.
The call by other countries to lift the blockade on the Cuban government also dates back to a few decades. More recently, that call has gotten more pronounced. But while the U.S. has not lifted the ban, it has taken measures to be more accommodating in order to benefit Cubans. Today, Jacob Stein summarized what the U.S. government has done in the past couple years to help Cubans.
President Biden's approach to Cuba has been one to hold individuals accountable for human rights abuses while continuing to support the Cuban people. So in May of 2022, President Biden announced a series of measures to support the Cuban people. And that included, for example, getting rid of caps on remittances, allowing remittances to be sent not only by family members, but by others. It also allowed additional travel to cities beyond Havana from the United States. And most recently, in May of this year, we implemented the final measure that was announced 2 years ago. And that was a series of measures essentially to support the Cuban private sector. The Cuban private sector now accounts for about 30% of the economy. And these are individuals who are really struggling in a failed communist system to make ends meet. And these are individuals really entrepreneurial. And what we did was announce a series of measures, including allowing United States banks to allow these Cuban independent entrepreneurs to open bank accounts. Obviously, banks would have to make that decision on their own. But we continue to take steps to support the Cuban people. At the end of the day, our policy, first and foremost, is focused on human rights. And we continue to make that clear in every engagement with the Cuban government.
Belize's 90-day state of emergency matches a previous SOE implemented under a previous government. But the measure has been received with a degree of criticism. Some have likened the action to El Salvador's Nayib Bukele, who in 2023 imposed a new SAGE on his country's gangs. He did that by mobilizing 7,000 troops and warning that he would not let up on the war on the criminal groups. Belize has not gone so far to bring out the BDF on the streets, as has been done in the past. But some people are of the view that a 90-day lockdown for some of the country's most dangerous gang members is a Band-Aid approach. Today, Jacob Stein shared his view that due process is important, as is citizen security.
Our view is that every country, every government has an obligation to protect its citizens, and security is essential, especially as governments deal with high levels of crime and insecurity. At the same time, due process is also critical. And so our belief, and I've said this with regard to El Salvador, with regard to other countries in the region, our belief is that states of exception should indeed be exceptional. And so that while it's critical to protect citizens, it's also critical to ensure that there's due process for all, and that anything that is done in the citizen security space abides by the rule of law. So understand the need to protect citizens, but states of exception should indeed be exceptional.
After the break, the latest crime stats and the NTUCB's latest warning to SSB. But first, here's the weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
We see Jennifer scrolling through her phone, searching for job listings. A fraudulent posting catches her eyes, promising a dream opportunity. Excited but unaware, she applies. Jennifer arrives at the job site for an interview, a seemingly legitimate office building. Jennifer is told she is accepted for the job but needs to travel to a different location. She is taken to a remote location in a vehicle. Fear sets in as she realizes the truth behind the facade. Jennifer is taken to an isolated house. In a dimly lit room, Jennifer is isolated and threatened with violence, coerced into compliance by menacing figures. She realizes the horrifying truth of sexual exploitation.
Belize City Chicken Express, with spacious parking and air conditioning, has the widest variety of delicious chicken dishes to satisfy your every craving. You've been asking, and we heard you. Our Belize City branch is now open until 8 p.m. And when you dine after 5, you get $1 off your total purchase. Chicken Express, with the unique taste of quality chicken.
Let me show you what I got.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 5885. Here are this week's contestants.
Y sufrí hasta el fin, no te quiero ver. Amor prohibido murmuran por las calles, porque somos de distintas sociedades.
Perdón si no te supe amar. Yo sé que merecías más.
Amor eterno
E inolvidable.
Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la.
Vete, no puedo cambiar. Vete, vete.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 for KTV The Remix Season 6. Live only on 5.
The nation's murder count for 2024 as of June stands at 57 murders, according to statistics from the Belize Crime Observatory. That is an average of 10 murders a month. Of the murder victims, 50 were males and 7 were females. Data also shows that the highest count of murder victims for the first half of the year were between the ages of 30 and 49 years old. Additionally, 87% of those homicides were committed with a firearm, with more than 50% taking place in the Belize district. These numbers represent an increase in murders when compared to the first 6 months in 2023, which saw 13 fewer homicides. The most murderous month of 2024 so far was back in March. 14 persons were killed that month. The Belize and Cayo districts are on track to become the most murderous districts in Belize in 2024. Notably, the Orange Walk district has seen a decrease in homicide reports when compared to the first 6 months of 2023. On the other hand, the Belize Crime Observatory has recorded a decrease in major crime incidents between the months of April to June 2024, when compared to the same period in 2023. Major crimes include murder, rape, robbery, burglary, theft, and unlawful sexual intercourse. 239 major crime incidents have been reported during the second quarter of 2024, in comparison to 280 in the same period last year. The decrease is largely due to the significant drop in burglaries, theft, and rape this year. Again, the Belize district accounted for the most major crimes reported in the second quarter of 2024. On Wednesday, RET International completed training with persons in the transportation industry on human trafficking. It was a program that the University of Belize has signed on to as one of its e-courses. A significant number of the participants hailed from Belize City, the biggest municipality in terms of population. Belize City Mayor Bernard Wagner says the training was key in helping individuals spot the activity around them.
Human trafficking is not only relegated to Belize, it's all across the world. It's a billion-dollar industry, and so having this first step and this starting point really should begin to see some returns. RET has done a wonderful job in putting together this project, especially the training arm of it, and just having the starter awareness and recognizing that human trafficking is a sophisticated sort of operation, and so having people aware, your bus drivers, your taxi drivers, your enforcement officers being aware through this manual, you could begin to put some measure of dent in that activity. This sort of project really re-emphasize and bring forth the awareness campaign to you can participate in being able to highlight human trafficking. It may go right past you. You might see a young person attached onto to someone, a stranger, and it might just pass you. But having this manual now and having the training done by RET individuals, you will be able to now quickly recognize that sort of activity.
On Wednesday, the National Trade Union Congress of Belize issued a letter of complaint addressed to the Board of Directors of the Social Security Board. The letter details several concerns with recent decisions made by the SSB, such as the appointment of a deputy CEO. Although the position has not been filled yet, the NTUCB claims that the creation of the post was conducted without adherence to proper protocols, timely budget allocation. The letter further raises concerns about a lack of consultation with NTUCB representatives on crucial matters and calls for better treatment and communication. We asked Deborah Ruiz, CEO of the SSB, for a comment on the situation. However, she declined to comment, stating that the letter was never copied to her office. News 5 called the SSB office in Belize City and asked to speak to the chairperson, Nigeli Sosa, and we were told that she was in a meeting. We were also told that our calls would be returned. We're still waiting. When we return, 16 scholarships for 16 deserving youth.
In Belize, we value our families, we value our communities, we value our neighbors. 90% of Belizeans think it's time for laws that protect all of us and reflect society at its best. 94% of Belizeans agree that public spaces in Belize should be more accessible to people living with disabilities. In Belize, we believe in fair treatment and supporting one another. We know that our beautiful country is at its best when we come together for the greater good. 2 out of 3 Belizeans support a new law to prevent discrimination in employment and public spaces. It shouldn't matter where we come from, who we love, or what we look like. Belizeans deserve to live our best lives. It's time for laws that protect all of us and reflect our society at its best. Equal Opportunities Bill. Belize, we're ready.
Remember, not all light bulbs are created equal. Our lighting department offers a wide assortment of light fixtures and accessories to suit your style. So stop in today and get the right illumination for your homecation. And don't forget your B-Box when you make a purchase. Benny's, quality and savings.
13,835,700 eggs are eaten by tourists each year, fueling our thriving economy. Tourism means business.
My name is Leomar Langsert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer, with these online that Belize Bank offered, is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers! We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
School may be out for the summer, but the learning continues for most children. Today, the STEAM Summer Academy wrapped up its 4-week program, culminating in a vibrant showcase where nearly 50 young minds displayed the skills and knowledge they've gained in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. From fascinating science experiments to creative art projects, these children are ready to shine. In tonight's episode of Belize on Real, News 5's Brittany Gordon takes us to the Edward PR compound to celebrate their incredible talents and achievements. Here's that story.
Do you remember your childhood dreams of what you wanted to be when you grew up? Or the moment you decided that career path? Discovering your passion is one of life's most memorable milestones. This summer, at the STEAM Summer Academy in Belize City, children experienced just that. Over the course of 4 weeks, participants explored the fascinating realms of science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Co-director Joseph Stampromera emphasized that while academics were crucial, fostering a sense of community among the children was a key focus for the curriculum.
I think it was amazing, Brittany. I think just to see how many kids responded to the call, parents as well, and how engaged they were. I think that was the best part. And I think just to see how they were willing to collaborate, I think that was in itself said a lot about the camp and its success.
What were some of the topics that they covered here, and why do you think it was important to pass on this knowledge to these children?
I think one of the biggest thing about the camp was just how kids can learn how to work together. I think how kids can learn how to plan, how they can learn how to design, and how they can critically look at the things that they do from a standpoint of trying to improve it. So I think one of the biggest topics that we always talked about a lot is just working together. Collaboration was huge. I think from teachers right down to students, and I think that was one of the most important details for the camp.
No matter how big or small, finding a way to express themselves is a valuable lesson for every child to learn. 12-year-old Mia Meneses has found her way: art.
I learned in the summer camp that we had to be confident. For the most things. That we can't really be afraid about the art. Like, it's a free will that you are able to choose, and it's never too late to learn or practice art.
Mia has always loved creating art, but she told us that being able to share the experience with others has made it an even better one.
I also really like everyone's art piece because everyone has a unique way of doing their art.
It is this sense of creativity that art instructor Shahira Young has tried to instill in the hearts of her students.
I believe that expressing ourselves, don't be afraid of who you are as an artist. You don't have to paint exactly as you see the photo. Try to be unique, try to be different, use shape, use style, use techniques to express yourself.
In a nearby room, 8 aspiring roboticists proudly showcased the machines they assembled during the camp. Their impressive creations included devices for testing humidity levels and controlling stoplights. Robotics instructor Dr. Abraham Flowers emphasized that as technology continues to evolve, gaining experience with computers has become essential for success in today's world.
We know every day we see that there is improvement when it comes to development in technology itself, right? So having the kids to basically have, let's go say the ground level or the foundation would help them or prompt them to become much more better, because today, even our economy develops, depends on the improvement of technology. And we're talking from all the way from industrial all the way to personal or domestic. So doing this, I think, is a huge step forward.
After 4 weeks of science, math, and arts, all students went home having learned the important lesson of being themselves and cheering for others.
I feel pretty good because is it not that how I am doing it myself? Because if I would do it myself, I would probably feel embarrassed. But with people here that I'm doing it, like I could finally express how I could be like alive and how I am doing the way of the dance that we have been practicing.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
advancing their academic pursuits with full financial support from Belize Bank Limited. Over the years, the bank has awarded hundreds of scholarships to students across Belize, and this year is no exception. From over 200 applications, the bank selected a group of students who have shown exceptional dedication to their studies and could greatly benefit from the financial assistance. News 5's Paul Lopez brings us the details.
16 students entering high school and sixth form will be able to focus solely on their studies thanks to the Belize Bank Limited. Today, these students received full scholarships to cover all their educational expenses at their chosen institutions.
Over the past decade, we have had the privilege of supporting hundreds of kids in their educational journey. We have about 89 students that are in the program right now as we speak.
Filippo Alario, the Chief Executive Officer at Belize Bank Limited, says seeing students progress as the bank continues to support them is a source of inspiration for the financial institution.
At the Belize Bank, we believe that education is a cornerstone of personal and societal development. We are proud to have supported many of you. We even have kids that have moved on and gone to great universities. We have a graduate of Harvard University. He's so big we can't find him.
2 former recipients of the scholarship were present at today's awards ceremony to encourage the 2024 cohort. Elmer Oriana received the scholarship at the secondary and tertiary levels. He is now an employee at Belize Bank. Dwight Gillett Jr. received a high school scholarship from Belize Bank in 2020. Today, he got a second scholarship to attend St. John's Junior College.
Belize Bank has trusted me again for my academic years at the sixth form level. I was so anxious when Ms. Godfrey called me personally to say I got accepted for the scholarship. It was quite hilarious too, seeing the face of my family members melting. What are they saying? I'm excited about what my future holds. With that, I implore you students to not fear the new experiences high school brings. Accept them wholeheartedly, as most consider that period as the best one of your life. I ask that while you should have fun, to focus on your studies, stick to your goals, and if you find yourself in a slump, pick up yourself with pride, and don't give up, because the hardworking staff here in Belize Bank and those closest to you only expect great things from you.
But today's spotlight was really on the 16 scholarship recipients who are preparing to start a new journey in their academic pursuits. Martin Leslie and Kia Griffith are among this year's recipients. They must maintain an average GPA of 2.75 and above to keep the scholarship. Belize Bank Limited offers tutoring support and other services where needed.
It will help my family because my mom is a single mother and we need the money to help us with the school uniforms and bags.
How hard did you work in primary school to get there?
Hard. My mom told me to push and strive for excellence in all I do, in everything I do.
What did she say when she learned you got it?
She was with me and she cried with me.
For you, what is your plans? Like, I know you're just going to high school, but what do you hope to become in the future in terms of a career and why?
I want to be a pediatrician when I get older. And why? Because I want to help sick children because I suffer from sickle cell and I want to help them.
I decided to apply for the scholarship because I want to make my mom proud.
Yeah.
And make myself proud.
What was your response when you found out that, yes, I got it?
I cry, tears of joy.
Yeah.
Yes. My mom was proud.
For you, what's the dream job and why?
Accounting, to work in a bank because I don't know.
There's a lot of money there.
Yeah, I think so.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Up next, life-saving swimming program successfully comes to a close.
A hurricane can turn everyday objects into dangerous projectiles. Secure loose outdoor items like furniture and grills. Board up windows and trim trees around your house. These simple steps can significantly reduce damage during a storm. Don't wait until the last minute. Be proactive and secure your home today. Remember, it pays to get it right with RFNG Insurance, a Road Group company.
Let's take a journey through the core functions of the Social Security Board. It all starts with registering as an insured person, employer, or self-employed individual. Sign up for a portal account to manage your Social Security information online. Just provide accurate information and click Create. This will give you access to a range of services and benefits. Next, your contribution, along with investments and other income, are collected and distributed into 3 funds. This ensures that the SSB fund is securely utilized to support various benefit programs. The SSB is committed to providing essential benefits such as sickness, maternity, injury, and pension. These benefits are paid out to eligible individuals as a part of the Social Security coverage. We help you navigate through life's challenges with financial security. Annual surplus accumulates to grow the fund each year. This surplus is invested into various industries, contributing to the growth and development of our nation. With each passing year, the fund continues to grow due to the annual surplus and interest revenue earned from prudent investments. This surplus, along with reserves, helps to bolster the SSB fund and provide a safety net for those in need. We've arrived at the end of our journey to better understanding how the SSB works. We remain committed to serving you and building a secure future for all Belizeans.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected. Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
How can a precision-engineered and sustainably made tire change your world? A tire that gives you strength and safety when you need it most.
What we learn on the track, we innovate
For the road, bringing next-level quality and reliability to every drive. At GT, we believe our tires can deeply improve the driving experience for each and every one of us, whatever our goals. Enjoy driving. GT Tire.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 5885. Here are this week's contestants.
Y sufrí hasta el fin, no te quiero ver. Amor prohibido murmuran por las calles, porque somos de distintas sociedades. Perdón si no te supe amar, yo sé que merecías más. Amor eterno e inolvidable. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la, 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 la. Vete, no puedo cambiar. Vete, vete.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 for KTV The Remix Season 6. Live only on 5.
The Ballin' Like Her girls basketball camp is underway, and girls from all over the country are participating. This 3-day camp engages girls from preschool age, ranging all the way to college age. It was started to encourage young women to engage in the sport in the hopes of expanding its popularity among the demographic. We spoke with Roscoe Reese, president of the Belize District Basketball Association, and 2 participants to learn how successful the camp has been so far.
Keep your hands out now. Hands out on defense. There you go. Good. Now play live one-on-one. Live one-on-one. Try to score.
Basically, FIBA wants to include females more in the sport of basketball. In our country, we know that there are a lot of young girls that play basketball, but there's no real organized leagues or camps for young girls. So through the Belize District Basketball Association, we came up with the idea to plan a female basketball camp, and this is the results right here.
Have you ever been able to play basketball with so many girls before?
No, not really. It's the first time, but at our high school, San Pedro High School, we play basketball. We have our own team, and yeah, those are the only team I have played with before. And this is very new to me, and I really love it.
So this is one of my first times playing, but my brother plays a lot, and my sister actually played here and won here.
How does it feel to be surrounded by so many girls playing a sport like you?
It makes me just feel happy because a lot of people share the same interest as me.
This morning marked the conclusion of the free life-saving swimming lessons provided by the Belize Police Department and the Belize Coast Guard. The camp successfully equipped children with essential swimming skills for survival in emergencies. News 5's Azain Heredia visited the classes at the Princess Ramada to learn more.
At the start of the summer, none of the children you're seeing here knew how to swim, but by the end of it, all of the participants in the Community Policing Unit camp were confident in their ability to do so. The annual program concluded today after bringing together Coast Guards and the Community Policing Unit to assist children with free swimming lessons. ACP Howard Gillett, commander of the National Community Police Unit, says that this program is vital because many children may not be able to afford lessons due to their circumstances.
It builds a better relationship with young people because oftentimes young people see law enforcement as people who are making arrests, or they see the bad side of what happens within law enforcement. But we are not all about that. We are here to work with our young people so that we could deliver them to successful adulthood. The idea is to have no need for policing, a policing reason for making an arrest of our young people.
For years, the Coast Guard has coordinated with Belize Police Department to carry out the program. Lieutenant Andrew Moody told us how the program has evolved over the years to strengthen its approach.
What I have seen is that the children are more eager to learn. All right, they are not afraid as the previous classes. We have seen that the children were a little bit afraid. In this class here, we've seen that they come a little bit more exciting to learn how to swim.
After completing the program, the participants walked away with exceptional swimming skills.
How was your experience with this camp?
I just feel like I didn't know how to sing, but when I believed in myself, so yeah.
Azain Heredia for News 5.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, good night.